the beginning of the cemetery. Here at Chapel Point. As you can see, the church is right there. Now, this land is very historic. It has been here since the English settlers. It has a lot of history. There was at one time farmland in the area. There were slaves in the area prior to the Civil War. Some of these graves do mark back to the late 1700s. And we're gonna walk around the cemetery and just see what we can find. Alright, as you can see right here, what you're looking at are graves of some of the former priests of the parish here. This little graveyard, part of the graveyard, is right by the church right here. As you can see, it's the start of the cemetery. Right here is a wall with names of laborers who died on the Maryland mission, and their burial places are unknown, so they have their names on the wall here to remember them. So I guess we better start going into the cemetery. We're all the way at the end of the cemetery now. This is a newer part of the cemetery. All these graves are recent years, within the last 7 years or so. There's only a few back here at this time, but probably all this land right here is probably already sold for future burials. There's a recent burial right there. That was within about a month ago. You can see the top of the church up there, up the hill. And if you say something, I can hear what you're saying. Alright, I'm at the bottom of the cemetery right now. At the bottom of the hill. This is the newer part of the cemetery, where a lot of more modern graves are. We're going to make our way up to the top, but decided to start down here at the bottom. Now, this cemetery is notorious for hauntings. The whole church is, actually. Not just because of this big, massive graveyard here, but because of the history of this land and just what happened on this land. With everything that's gone on, and this church has always been right there watching it. There have been reports of people hearing voices in the cemetery at night, seeing things walking through here at night. There's a basement behind the church, and a lot of people will never go down there because they always see things get moved and hear things down there. So that's just some of the stuff that has been reported here over the years. I don't expect us to really see anything But if anything shows up, then it does. Alright guys, it appears I'm all alone up here. This is the old part of the cemetery where a lot of the older graves are. This one's from 1902, 1915. You know, you don't see graves like this anymore. Usually they're just flat in modern cemeteries. So it kind of feels cool to walk through here. You don't usually walk through cemeteries like this anymore. It kind of, because of the old gravestones and stuff, it kind of has that New Orleans feel with the burial above ground. Especially up at this point. You can see the water out there. See the beauty of the land from up here. And see the church from up here. Here's some of the older graves that are here. See, right here you got Civil War veterans, Confederate Civil War veterans. And these graves are obviously back to the early 1900s and late 1800s. There you go. We made it to the top of the cemetery. That's going to be it for this short little video. Just to stop to take a look at Chapel Point, St. Ignatius Church, historic St. Ignatius Church at Chapel Point, Maryland. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Please like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, this is Fixed Image saying peace.